This episode of Do the Love or Hate My Ride is very special because this 100 series Land Cruiser is super clean and it's built up as an overland rig, and you will never believe how many miles are on it. And I have here the owner, Michael. Michael, thanks for bringing out your Land Cruiser.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So can you show me around kind of and talk about it, you know, how it's built, what is it like, and yeah, how much, I guess.
So I picked it up a couple years ago. I had quite a few things done to it. It came with the front and rear bumper, but I did put on the tent and the awning and filled up the inside. And it's also I put front and rear lockers on. That was done. The wheels are 33-inch BF Goodrich.
Okay.
And you know, she rides pretty well, and believe it or not, it's got 250,000 miles on it.
What?
250,000 miles on her.
Okay, but look at just the paint of it. You know, it looks very clean, and it's a 2006.
That's
right?
correct. Yep, it's 2006.
So, yeah, so it's about 15 years old, right? And the shape of it is incredible. So let's kind of go through it, right? Do you want to just pop the hood and let's talk about the engine? I interrupt this video for this week's TFL Bids Bargain. We have some really cool trucks and off-road SUVs for sale, but if you're looking for a cool overland camping Jeep, there is very few better than this one. This is a 2015 Jeep Wrangler JK. It's a Rubicon. It's built up with a small lift, off-road wheels and tires. It's in great shape with low miles, but it also has a very nice Ursa Minor tent system on top. These are very difficult to find these days, but we have it. Use the link in the description below to check it out and bid on it. And don't forget, you can submit your own truck or SUV for sale using the link Submit a Vehicle and have it go to a like-minded enthusiast. So yeah, so these Land Cruisers were known for basically this. This is a 4.7 liter, but this is well done, right? Because you have the engine code right here.
Yeah.
And why is this important? Well, this engine code, the 2UZFE, was basically one of the most durable V8 engines they've ever had.
And that's one of the big reasons I wanted to pick it up, especially in this area. You know, this is a heavy vehicle with everything we've got on it, but you know, it moves well enough, so I don't have any problems, even going up the steeper hills and everything else, and even off-road. So.
Yeah, so basically, what is it, around 300 horsepower?
Yeah, just under
right?
that. But
yeah, it's under that, but if you've seen TFL truck before, you know, the 1 million mile Tundra had basically the same engine. That truck was a little bit newer though than this, and I mean this engine bay is immaculate. And then
you've got the little ARB dual compressor there.
Yeah, so check this out on this side. ARB is the theme here.
Yeah,
right?
This is the ARB Toyota theme.
Right, so ARB air compressor here. You've got your nozzle just for a hose and air everything up.
So if I need to fill up my tires after I've aired down, I've got my hose in the back, and I can just fill up my tires.
So you got this a couple years ago?
Yeah, it was from a dealer down in Florida, and some of the ARB stuff had already been built up, but he was a dealer, so I had him put on some of the extra things, put in the drawers and stuff, and in the refrigerator in the back. So.
Okay, so let's start here. So this ARB giant bumper.
Yeah,
right?
It probably weighs a lot. I think the whole truck itself weighs about 9,000 pounds.
Wow, that's quite heavy.
And it's got a 9,000 pound Smittybilt winch on it.
Right here? Okay.
Yep, she's in there. And I'll probably change it out later, but it takes a lot of work, and you've got to take the bumper off and stuff. So.
Yeah. It seems good enough, and giant high intensity.
Yep, by ARB too.
Yep. And very cool. And the headlights look new.
They are new. So, you know, got rid of those scratched up yellow ones to put in some new headlights, and they've got LED beams in them too, so it's pretty bright, even at night.
All right, well, let's take a look at the suspension, right? So it's Old Man Emu, correct?
Yeah, and the dealer was a custom Old Man Emu setup. They pretty much leveled
from here.
They had to level the truck as well, and then they put some extra heavy duty springs in the back. But the suspension was done a couple years ago.
So it's a modest lift, but this is kind of what you want,
reasonable.
Right? You don't want it too high up. I mean, because there's a lot of weight in this vehicle. You don't want it too top heavy.
No, it's got a nice balance to it, and you know, I feel comfortable riding down the highway. I've upgraded the brakes as well.
Okay.
So,
and I like how the bumper is tied into basically this kind of a rock slider.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not a full rock slider, but it's more of a convenience too to get up to the upper part of the truck. Yeah, a little bit of a step and to get to the tent.
So you got these, you said BFGs, yep. And they're a little bit wider.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a spacer in there, and they're a little bit wider.
Yeah.
But they've.
And you have this. Obviously, this is very important.
That helps because rocks seem to be a big issue with the tires.
Yeah, because you're throwing rocks, and then you'll be kind of scratching everything up here.
Well, I wasn't so scratching too. I broke one of my mirrors with a rock.
Really?
Yeah, it just threw up and hit the mirror and cracked it. So.
Okay, so you got to protect that.
Yes.
Then you have the snorkel.
Yep,
Safari.
the snorkel.
Safari right there. Okay. Look up here, what you got on this rack.
So yeah, we've got the ARB. Oh, what are they? They're the Tread Pro recovery treads up front, and then we get the ARB tent that opens to the other side.
Okay.
Full awning enclosed, and then this is a full awning that has a full tent with floor that sets it up. So.
Okay. And that's all in the back, right?
Yeah. This one comes out to the side.
Right.
And that's just for the awning, and the tent and everything is in the back that goes for the awning. So.
Right. So now here's the rear bumper, and this is very important because you want to protect these corners, right?
Oh yeah, that's
when you're off-road and you're kind of coming up, climbing a hill or something, right? You're gonna start hitting right here, so those are protected.
We got a couple attachments points too on the rear bumper too, which is nice.
Cool. I love this look, by the way. I mean, it's functional, of course, but the look is.
And getting that tire out of there and somewhere easy where you can grab it's nice to have too.
Yeah, no longer underneath.
Right.
You have one tank or two? Or
just one tank. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that big recess I've got underneath yet, but
okay.
Hopefully we'll do something with it.
All right. So can you show us kind of the inside and the storage system too?
Here. So these are on a little bit hydraulics. They open up pretty nicely. And then inside of here we've got basically the ARB drawers and ARB refrigerator, ARB recovery. I use this for my electrical power when we're not running. I have solar panels too, but the drawers are kind of nice because you can stow away a lot of the stuff that's inside too.
Very cool. You got your gear, the hoses, obviously.
Some straps.
And this is your jack, right?
That's the ARB jack, and it comes with a little stand too. But it's hydraulic, which is kind of.
So you don't have to crank it too much.
No. It actually pumps up pretty easily.
So here's the new jack.
And then you can actually and then you can adjust it as well. So to get it up higher.
So to do it quickly,
That's it.
That's a cool little system.
Yeah, that's actually pretty neat.
Yeah.
And then I've got another one over here. This is actually a little stand for the jack, and then there's one of the annexes. There's another one of the annexes over there.
Okay.
In the back here.
And this slides too, right?
Yeah, and these individual drawers slide too. So you can pull. Well, my goal
That's
zero
attached.
is attached, but anyhow. Yeah, they slide in there too. But yeah,
so you can get access to your cooler.
They're cooler, and they lock too. So
it's in place. Okay,
you
nice.
just got to give it a big push.
Yeah. So that's a good storage solution, and you kind of have your kind of divider there as well in the middle.
Yeah, I wanted that just to keep for safety really in case
gear doesn't fly around.
Yeah, I mean that's probably one of the worst parts of an accident is loose gear.
Yeah. Well, especially off-road when you're going up or down and doing all this stuff. Okay, so you got to.
You just got to give it a push. Yep.
Oh, I gotcha.
And then it just goes right in. And the same with the drawers.
Gotcha. That's very nice and clean. Let's look at the some of the control panels. You said lockers and all this stuff.
Yeah, they had lockers put in. Haven't changed the gears. They're original.
So how does it accelerate? I mean, is it kind of reasonable?
It is. I mean, hey, it's a big, heavy truck. Yeah, right inside there's the ARB switches for the compressor and the lockers front and rear, and then you came with a center lock.
Maybe you can start it up because I want to see the mileage. It's hard for me to believe.
Sure.
Because the paint quality and the interior quality is just really awesome.
Oh, there it is. 225, 582.
There you go. So you can go at least that distance still.
Oh yeah, sure. Runs strong, doesn't leak. Does
it have any additional like skid plates and stuff like that?
There's a front skid plate that's part of the bumper system, but I haven't put in any additional skid plates yet.
It runs very quiet. Yeah.
Well, they start up really well. And
yeah. Here's the back seat area. I mean, it has all the
and
options.
actually, that's just for the dog. But the seat underneath is actually almost in really nice shape.
Yeah, and you've got the DVD player. So these were luxury vehicles always, right?
No, yeah, they've always been.
Okay, so I got to ask. So when you found, was it difficult to find first of all when you were looking for one?
Around here, yes, it was. But there are some places you can look around the country. So sometimes when I look for a car like this, I will do some search across
like
the
nationally.
country. And I'm not afraid to sight unseen because the price was a little bit more money, but the value of the truck is worth bringing it in. So
how much when you purchased it? What was it?
Well, it was roughly in the low 30s or so. But then I've done quite a bit of work to it afterwards. So she's probably looking in the mid to upper 30s.
Yeah, well, these are getting even more valuable now.
Oh, I know. I've seen it lately.
So what Toyota is doing is actually after 2021, they're discontinuing the Land Cruiser in the United States. So these might actually come up in price.
No, and that seems to be the trend, what I've seen so far,
because
I've looked at these, and they're hard to find and clean, too.
All right, Michael, so is it fair to say, do you love this rig?
Oh, I love it. It's a blast to drive. And, even going down the highway, it's comfortable, and, we enjoy being in it.
Very, very cool. Well, thanks for coming out.
Thanks.
Okay.